Hello, hello. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. It's Tuesday, to be continued. How is everybody? I hope you had a fantastic Christmas. We did. We had a great one. Everybody was here, and those who couldn't be, we missed them, but we will be seeing them shortly. When you get on, say hi. I think it's 2 o'clock, and I'm just going to get started. I see a few numbers, but I don't see any names, so just say hi. Oh, Deborah French. There we go. Thank you, Deborah, for saying hello, letting me know you're there. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Karen. Merry Christmas to everybody. Welcome here to my page. Hi, Jean. All right, we're going to get started. Hi, Patty. Another Patty, 2 Patties. Let me see that. Hi, Bev. Let me see. Oh, it won't scroll back. Okay. I have a cute little shaker card. If you go to your mini catalog, the one that will be available to order from on January 5th, if you go to page 12, you'll see a cute set with ice cream cones and milkshakes and sundaes and all kinds of cute things. The bundle is called Share A Milkshake Bundle. I had to have it right away. I've always liked the ice cream sets of any kind whatsoever, so that was one of my main purchases on my big order, and I've got it right here. Share a Milkshake. Look how stinking cute that stamp set is. My goodness. So straws, you can make them striped if you want. Hearts. Be My Valentine if you want to use it for Valentine's Day. But birthdays, and just you're the cherry on top, and life is sweeter with you, and celebrate. So it could be a birthday set too. Hello, Carol. I'm going to use some color with the 20, 22, 24 ink colors. I'm going to use the Sweet Sorbet and the Granny Apple Green. And I'm also going to use Mango Melody. I'm going to make my ice cream a sherbet type of color ice cream. To make shaker cards, hey Cheryl, welcome. You need to use foam adhesive strips. So I'll be using this adhesive along with my Tombow glue. And I'm using the dies to cut out my shapes of my milkshake die set right here. Here they are. This is the straw. This is the cute little sundae cup. This is one of the ice cream scoops of ice cream. And here's another, a bigger one. Here's the sundae bigger bowl. Hi, Diane. Welcome. Hearts. This is the cutest thing. But what caught my eye and is catching everybody's eye is this waffle cone. Hi, Marcia. And I loved this. The waffle, I don't know what you would call it. I'm going to call it a grid. Cute little cherry for the cherry on top. And not sure what that one is. I don't think I use that one yet. So quite a bit in there. That's the dies that go with the bundle. I'm using the Effervescent Elements for the shaker. Look at those. They're so pretty. They look like little bubbles too. You can use them for water. If you're using any of the sea or ocean shakers, they're really pretty for that as well. And then you'll need your paper snips. And I'm going to add a little bit of this baker's twine, and I think this came in the November paper pumpkin. I was going to use the regular crumb cake one, but I decided on a little bit of color. Hey, Kathleen. If you go to page 14 of your celebration catalog, this is the celebration catalog. I cannot show you the inside yet, but if you have one and you go to page 14, you're going to see this great, big, huge pack of designer series paper that you can earn for free during celebration, which is starting January 5th through the month of February, 48 sheets of eye candy. These papers are bright, adorable patterns, so many colors, so much to choose from, and you can earn it absolutely free if you place a $100 order during celebration. Yep, so I'm using that today. Also, I'm using window sheets for my shaker card. So those are just like a clear plastic per se. Nice sturdy window sheets. I'm also grabbed my Sweet Sorbet ink pad so I can stamp the inside of my card. Okay, let me put everything over here within my reach and tell you the cardstocks I used. The base of my card, hi Julia, is crumb cake, the standard 8.5 by 5.5, scored right in the middle at 4 1/4 and folded over. That's my standard card. Then I have a little piece of that designer series paper that I just showed you, and it's layer size 4 by 5 1/4 that's going to fit right on the top. My cluster, I have a piece same size 4 by 5 1/4 of white for the inside of my card to line my card. And then my cluster is going to be crumb cake cut at 3 1/4 by 2.5. No, 3 1/4 by 2.5, as well as the window sheet, same size, as well as a basic white piece, same size. So all three of these are 3 1/4 by 2.5. Then I have another piece of the same packet of designer series paper cut at 2 3/4 by 3.5 for this one. It's going to back up the window. Okay, so let me, I have another strip, 1/2 inch by 4, 1/2 inch wide by 4 long, and I am going to put that on the inside of the card. So let me get these two pieces out. I know I need to use my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine for the folder I forgot to mention because it wasn't laying right here. Where did I bury it? Oh, I put it back on the machine. I decided to use the cane weave folder. It's a new item in the new mini, and this is the item number. The last number cut off there, that's a 0. So 160580. Cane weave. I really thought that matched the waffle cone theme. So that's why I used that. So let me get the card and show you. Thank you for sprinkling, Carol. Here it is, just full of sprinkles that you can shake around a shaker card and just cause a smile to whoever receives this. Isn't this the cutest thing? I just love the waffle cone. And I love the size of the ice cream cone. And the cherry is covered, after I stamped it and then let it dry, I used the Shimmer Crystal Effects. Hi, Karen. So I just thought this was a super cute card, and look at how this piece, using this die, helps embellish this card. Thank you, guys. Oh, thanks for letting me know you like it. Thank you so much. It's so cute. So all I need to do, when I ran this through the cut and emboss machine, cut out for me already, and I'm just going to slice this in half so I can use half up here and half down here. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you, thank you. I just thought this was precious, and I can imagine with the gingham papers, these here, that are in the new mini catalog. Look at these gingham papers. What are they called? Country gingham 6x6. So cute. Just adorable. So that this pack is free with a $100 order. So I wanted to show you that. All right, so let's show you how I made this shaker card. I am going to get my cut and emboss machine over here, and I'm going to start with the folder and cutting out my window. It's an idea that I had that I wanted to share with you guys. Move my chair out of the way. Okay, I'm going to start with the folder. So let me move this piece over. For this folder, the cane weave, I need platform 1. There's the one right there. And I need platform 2. Isn't it, Gina? I know. I think it is too. And then I'm going to put my designer series paper in the folder. And I'm going to put this little strip in there as well. In the same direction. Let me get it straight. Let me turn it straight so I can see that it's straight in here. Okay. And then clear acrylic number 3. What is the name of the lattice looking die? That comes in the Share A Milkshake bundle, in the dies with Share A Milkshake. What did I put in here too much of? I guess I don't need number 2 for this one. I thought I did. Yeah, I do. Okay. Come on, New Year, be nice to me. 1, 2, and 3. Maybe I just need a little bit more muscle. Yep, that's what it was. Just wasn't using my muscle. Okay. So after you use this folder on the designer series paper that has cute little stars all over it, look at that deep weave. Just love it. Here's the bigger piece. See it better. Okay, so that's done. Now I need to show you how I cut my little window for the card. So I need 1, 2, 3, and another 3. I need my crumb cake cardstock and this die that we were just talking about. And I'm going to set it at a slight angle. My thought was, I love what it's supposed to do, but when it cut it out, it left a window for me. So let's cut it out again and show you. I'm going to go back just because it's got a tight little grid in there. I want to make sure it cuts out well. So I went back and forth a few times, and I can tell by it all starting to fall out that it cut perfectly. Look at that window. So it's not just a little plain square rectangle window. It's got all these lines in it from this here. And I also like the little squares it leaves dropping out. If you do this on colored cardstock, you could use this as your confetti, if you will, or your shaker stuff. But with the crumb cake color, I chose not to do that on this card, but you definitely could if you use a bunch of different colors. See all that? Okay. So let me move this out of the way. All right, so now I need to make sure that my window is sealed. So the window sheet is what's going to seal this hole, correct? So that's why it was cut the same size as this crumb cake piece. So the crumb cake, the white, and the window sheet are all 3 1/4 by 2 1/2. So I'm going to turn over to the back side the crumb cake, and I'm going to go to my green glue. And because this is a shaker card, it's important that I'm going to call these little teeth, that you get glue in the little teeth as well as around the edges. so everything is sealed well. So I'm just going around the little teeth right now, and then I'll come around and go around the edges of the cardstock. Just like this. Now, cardstock and window sheets can, when you put them together, they can slide because this is very slick. So this could slide. So again, important to let it set up just a second. So while it's doing that, my card said, "You're the cherry on top." So let's get "You're the cherry on top." And I'm going to take my Sweet Sorbet stamp pad. Oh dear, ladies, my mother is calling me. I'll be right back. What, Mom? Okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So I'm inking up my "You're the cherry on top," making sure I've got this right piece, the same size as the window and the window sheet. And remember, this was at a slight slant, the window was, so I'm going to stamp it at a slight slant there. Okay, super cute words. And then I'm going to take, this is set up now. How can you tell it's being set up? See how you can see white and clear? Well, the clear means that it's getting sticky. Let's see, it's probably best to do it this way. All right, yes, that was easier. I'm going to put this down right on top of the crumb cake. And when you cut, if you cut just a little bit too big or anywhere, you can trim it now. This looks good to me. You guys are so understanding. Yeah, even if I tell her I'm on a live, she quite doesn't get it. Bless her heart. And she forgets anyway. So that's that. All right, so look at this. But see, it's flat. And we want to make a window that's raised so we can have these little elements rolling around easily. So that's where your foam adhesive strips come in. Those of you who have these foam adhesive strips already know how useful they are. For a shaker card, you want to place these strips across the whole area that is your window with no voids. You know, they have to meet, because if there's a little void there, it's an escape route for those beads, right? So I'm going to butt it up right to that strip and come down to the bottom. And take your time on this. There's no hurry. I save these little bits because there's other times when you need a small piece, and I just put them back on my sheet there, and I can use them for other projects. So now I'm going to continue around the whole square. Hi, Barbara. And I love these because they make like a little dam. So I can put my elements in there or my confetti inside the dam, and it's going to make sure that they don't spill out everywhere. Okay, so let's get the last little piece up there in there. And again, it's very important that it butts up to the next one. Okay, so everything's nice. So I'm going to look there, and it looks perfect to me. So what's the easiest, hi Terry, what's the easiest way to get the elements in there? I don't know if it's easier to pull the tape and then pour the elements, or have the elements in there and then pull the tape. I think either way is fine. Take the lid off and just grab a few. You might want a little spoon or something. Just put as many as you want. And then because the tape, this extra piece paper has been pulled off and now the adhesive is there, I am just going to lay this on top. And turn it over, and I have my little shaker box. Isn't that easy and cute? I just love it. All right, so now I'm going to press it down really tight and make sure none of these guys escape. Okay. So let's go to my pieces here. We're going to build. I already embossed the front layer piece, so let's get that laying down. And I picked the Sweet Sorbet ink because Sweet Sorbet is one of the colors in this DSP. So that's just a little rule. If you don't know what colors to use, just look on the back of your pack and see what they say the colors are, and you're good to go. Okay, I wanted a little bit more color in this card, so I cut this piece, and I told you that that was 2 3/4 by 3 1/2, so it's a little bit larger than the window. So now I just need to put glue on the back of here. And set it right in the middle. Hi, Debbie. And then I'm going to take these two guys and just put a little glue on the bottom. Set that one there. Same thing with the other side. Set that one there. And see how it gives the card just a little more interest. So I'm not putting this right in the center. I'm off a little bit to the side, to my left, but I want to make sure that this waffle doesn't go over the middle seam of the card. Okay, I think that I'm ready to put this down. So we'll just go back to our green glue. It's a really pretty simple card. It's the images that make it so darn cute. Let's go up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so let's let all call. And guess who that phone call is from? I'm so excited. I possibly have a new recruit. I told her she could call me this afternoon, but I should have been more clear on the time. She says she watches my Facebook Lives and that she chose me. She lives down south. So we're going to talk, and hopefully by the time we're done talking, she will choose me and be on my team. So I'm excited about that. All right, so there is the lining for the inside of the card. And this one said, you're the cherry on top. So this one's going to say, life is sweeter with you. I am going to go back to my stamp pad. I really like this sweet sorbetizing. She mustn't watch the Tuesdays. I'll have to apologize. Life is sweeter with you. Thank you. The hearts in the stamp set. Oh, so cute. So, so cute. Okay, so let's get this inside. There's so many people that could get this card, right? Your friends are all sweet, or else they wouldn't be your friends, right? Hi, Freddie. Welcome. Glad you're here. Okay, there we go. Now, I ran this waffle cone through my cut and emboss machine already, and you simply, where these score lines here are, you just simply fold them over like this and glue it down. So the cone is made, and that is going to go right here like this. But I do need to stamp the ice cream, and like I said, I decided to make a sherbet. So I'm using the Mango Melody color, because that was in the paper also. That was in the colors in the DSP as well. So here are both, and these ice creams thrilled me. One, because they could look like clouds even. So if you don't already have a set of clouds, you could use these for clouds. But I'll show you when I cut them out what the dies do to make everything so simple. And on this side of my block, I have the little cherry. So with the cherry, I want two colors. I want it to be red and green. So that's why I chose to use the Sweet Sorbet marker and the Granny Apple Green marker. So I'm going to take the wide end. Remember, there's a fine tip with the fine line till it shows you that. And then there's a wide tip. So I'm going to use the wide tip. I love that, so you don't have to guess which cap to take off. It tells you. And I'm going to color the cherry. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the Granny Apple. Color the stem. Huff. That is my warm breath huffing onto the stamp. So if the Sweet Sorbet ink had started to dry, I moistened it back up. And look at that darling cherry. Super cute. In advance, I use the Crystal Effects on the cherry. So it would be dry, but can you see that, how it makes it shiny and 3D? So that's the finished product. But right now I'm going to take these guys and run them through the cut and emboss machine. So I need this die here and my tape. And this die here. When I was creating this card, oh, I was so mad at myself. When I was creating this card, I took everything inside because Ken was upstairs and my mom, I needed to be I needed to be in the house with her. So I took everything inside and I said, bring your metal bowl, your magnetic bowl, so you don't lose this little cherry. Did I do that? No. And I had to hunt for this cherry die for 20 minutes. I went through the garbage and everything because this cherry is the cutest thing. And if I lost it, I was going to be so sad. And finally, it was not in the garbage. It was it was right on the table. I just so tiny I couldn't see it. And I was so frustrated. It probably was right in front of me the whole time. So let me bring back my machine. And cut these little guys out. So my lesson is learned. I will never do that again. Whenever I'm working with my dies, I have my magnetic bowl right there. So when I'm done with the die off of the machine, I can just put them in that bowl and then put them away when I'm done with the card, because you do not want to lose these guys. That is a no-no. Oh, so cute. So cute. Okay. So what thrilled me about that die? I didn't know it at first, but when I started to put my ice cream cone together, I noticed this little slot there. Well, if you get little tiny eyes, you could make a sad face. Maybe somebody's feeling blue. So that's a little frown. But what it's for is to put the cherry inside. Look at that. Why is this a big deal? We've had so many sets with the cherry, and you know, you set them on top, and it just didn't look right. So I love that they made the slot in the little ice cream, so I can slip this little cherry right into that slot, and it looks like it's in the ice cream. Brilliant. Love that. Then I wanted my ice cream, and then I love how it fits in here like this. So I put the round end at the end of the ice cream cone there, and then this little dip here, right like that. So cute. You can put it on dimensionals. Let me use up these guys that I've cut in the past. Just throw one right here. Or you could lay them flat, whichever you'd like. It's very easy to assemble. But I cut out two. Hi, Cindy. I cut out two because I like 2 scoops. I love ice cream. So I'm going to put another dimensional at the bottom of this one here. And just stick it right on like that. All right, now you can stick this right on the side of your card. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here. The reason I'm putting the glue, hi Dave, on the window instead of on the ice cream, if you get it too wide, if you get the glue on, too much glue on here, it could hang over and cause problems. But if you put it on the window, then all you need to do is put your ice cream down where you see the glue, and that's perfect. It's only where it needs to be. Now we're going to go back to this baker's twine. I'm going to cut off 16 inches. You probably don't need that much. But I do double my ribbon, and then I make a bow, just because baker's twine is not that thick and I like a substantial bow. And this is where I was saying I could use this baker's twine, but it kind of just blended right in with the cone, so I chose a color instead. And a little mini glue dot on the back of the knot of the bow. Fold it up on itself, place it where you want it, and then come back with your snips and cut the lengths you want. Now I think this card will thrill anyone. I think it's absolutely darling. It's my first card with this set. I plan to create a lot more. I think it's adorable. Now, this cherry here, I will add the crystal effects to it, but I want to show you real quick. Well, I can't stick it in there because it's already down, but this one has it. The difference. The cherry shines, there we go, grabs the shine, and it's got dimension to it. If you don't have the crystal effects, it's still cute. This is what it would look like if you don't have the crystal effects. Now, if you wanted some more bling, you could see all the little spots on the ice cream. You could probably take your glue and make dots on the ice cream, let it set up, and add the little tiny guys on there. That would be adorable. Or pearls, you could color them, whatever you want to do. You can just keep creating and make it nicer and nicer. but I think that this is good. And then we have the inside that says, life is sweeter with you. Now look at the difference. Excuse me. For the two colors for the cherry, that works perfectly. You pretty much need the two colors. But I wanted to show you the difference on using the markers for sentiments and more solid images, especially on photopolymer. You might see little skips. So if you have the Stamparatus, you could stamp this a couple of times and get rid of the little skips. Or if you use your stamp pad, you won't have those little skips. Okay? So see the difference. I'll put them back up close so you can see the difference. Stamp pad, marker. All right. I want your work to be perfect, so I want to point out all those little things. Now, this would be quite tedious, I think, but I'm seeing white cardstock with these little cherries all over it. They're just so cute. Are there any questions? Hi, Joan. Hi, Mary Jo. Any questions? This bundle is available. It's called Share A Milkshake on January 5th. And if you would like to order from me, I will have a new host code at that time. So you can check back January 1st for my host code. And you guys have a nice rest of your day. I don't see any questions, so I'm going to hang up and call hopefully my new recruit. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks, Carol.